Times when impossible became possible. Hello everyone, welcome back to Omid Media. Before continuing, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it with your friends, and be sure to watch until the end. Enjoy. It's well known that human capabilities are limited by the laws of physics and biology, but some people manage to reach their limits, and the protagonists of today's video have practically pushed the limits of what's possible. The things they've done will make you believe in miracles. Who knows, maybe today's video will also inspire you to excel, or at least will make your jaws drop. Bike surfing. It's so hard to believe that this man managed to surf on water with a motorcycle. It's not a fake performance, there's no hidden underwater road or any other kinds of tricks. Just a lot of work done to make this insane idea a reality. Motorcycle sports fans surely know him. Australian Robbie Madison started practicing motocross racing in high school, but soon racing stopped being as fun as it used to be. And so he started doing freestyle motocross tricks. It turned out that he was born for this. Just so you understand, Robbie on his bike jumped on into the Arc de Triomphe and leaped over the Tower Bridge while performing a backflip. He has set many records and had no worthy opponents. Now, apparently the extreme athlete got bored and decided to invent bike surfing. As you can easily guess, the main problem was that motorcycles do not float unlike special boards. Robbie spent 3 years and wrecked on his bike more than 100 times, but still created surf bike with small plastic skis. Dangerous catwalk. You must agree that people who can walk on a rope are to be admired. When you see a person balancing over an abyss on a thin rope, you instantly realize that you can't keep your balance even on a curb. But we believe the feats of all tightrope walkers in the world fade when compared to this woman's performance. Do you see how difficult she made her task in 2015? Faith Dickey, 26, from Texas, pushed all her limits. A thin rope was installed on the Pedro de Gavea mountain in Rio de Janeiro over a cliff 840 meters high, and the athlete decided to conquer it wearing stilettos. The spectators were in awe seeing her walking in heels, and without falling off is hardly possible in many streets, let alone on a rope. Faith performed her death walk during the High Girls Brazil Festival, and the unreliable-looking safety net was the only kind of protection. The most surprising thing is that the preparation was minimal. Before that, Faith performed the same trick but barefoot. When asked how she felt up there, she said she was excited because the view of the city from above was incredible. No barriers. This is Eric Wayne Mayer, and he has climbed Everest. You're probably thinking, so what? Thousands of people have done it, right? Well, that is correct, but except Eric is the only blind person among them. When he was just 15 years old, he was diagnosed with a disease that left him blind at the age of 13. The boy did not feel any despair and self-pity. No way, the boy refused to use a cane. And so he became the captain of the school wrestling team, and then decided to practice rock climbing. That's when he realized one doesn't have to see the peaks to conquer them. Just take a look at Eric's track record, which many other athletes would envy. After conquering Mount Everest, he climbed 7 of the highest peaks in the world. Only 150 climbers had managed to do it before him. Climbing a 900-meter frozen waterfall in Nepal was also an easy feat for him. So Eric decided taking up cycling, and in 2010 he completed the Leadville Trail 100 Ultra Marathon on a tandem bike at an altitude of over 3 kilometers. Now, to finally convince us that anything is possible, he even kayaked 446 kilometers through the Grand Canyon, together with a blind Navy veteran. Eric is doing it not just for himself, but for others with similar problems. His foundation, No Barriers, helps them understand that there are no obstacles in their way. Eternal youth. Any professional athlete will tell you that a bodybuilding career doesn't last long. As you get older, your body and muscles are less responsive to the physical effort, so after the age of 35, it's hard to win awards or medals. But then this gray-haired man will come on the stage doing a front double bicep pose and prove you otherwise. Meet Jim Arrington, the world's oldest bodybuilder. He was 83 years old when he entered yet another professional competition in California, after which he won a place in the Guinness Book of World Records. He's been lifting weights almost all of his life. It all started when Jim was a skinny and weak 13-year-old suffering from asthma and being bullied by his classmates, until one day he came across a magazine with a muscular athlete on the cover. After reading it, Jim asked for a booklet with training tips and signed up at the gym, but he decided to go on stage only at the age of 45. However, that didn't stop him from competing in over 60 tournaments and winning 16 of them. Vertical ascent. Overall, there are many impossible things in the world. For example, could the most famous superheroes exist in real life? Well, Hulk and Thor not, but for sure Spider-Man. Although in our universe his name is Alex Honnold, not Peter Parker. This American climber has set several climbing speed records that defy all limits. One of his most extreme achievements, which also wrote his name down forever in the history of this discipline, is free climbing the Yosemite Triple Crown. This is the name given to the most difficult climbing routes that traverse 3 US peaks. Now you might be asking, what does free climbing mean? It means that Alex climbs a nearby sheer cliff face on and without safety gear. Unlike Spider-Man, he manages without webbing and holds on to the small edges with only the tips of his boots and his fingers. Imagine climbing a 915-meter vertical wall for 2 hours. Maybe the secret lies in his incredible dedication. Meeting the abyss. You probably know some of the creatures that live in the depths of the ocean, such as monkfish, flatfish, and other strange animals. But what if we told you that your list is incomplete without this guy? No kidding. Austrian athlete Herbert Nitsch has set an incredible number of free diving records and even holds the title of the deepest man on Earth. To earn this title, he did something truly crazy. If you're only daring to swim in the shallow waters, you shouldn't even think about doing this. On June 14, 2007, near the Greek island of Spetses, without diving equipment and with only oxygen in his lungs, Herbert began his incredible dive and stopped only when he reached the depth of 214 meters. This sport is considered extremely dangerous, and when you have so much pressure over your body, the situation is a matter of life and death. The empty bottle served to protect him from injury as he exhaled into it to equalize the pressure, but once it didn't help in 2012, while trying to reach a depth of 244 meters. The athlete suffered from decompression sickness, so remember, do not try this. Freefall. For many of us, skydiving, even with an instructor, means achieving the impossible. Felix Baumgartner has gone much further, literally, to be exact, into the stratosphere, but before that, he was the first man to fly from a 90-story building. In 2003, he also proved to everyone that the English Channel can be crossed not by swimming, but by flying, with the help of carbon fiber wings. And in 2012, he also decided that this was not enough. As part of the Red Bull Stratus project, Felix sat in a special capsule strapped to a balloon, climbed to an altitude of 38,969 meters, from which it is perfectly visible that the Earth is round, and jumped into the abyss. His body reached at a speed of 1,357 kilometers per hour, so scientifically speaking, he was traveling faster than sound. In total, Felix broke 4 records at once, including the highest height of a parachute jump and the longest free fall. Okay guys, that was another video from Omid Media. I hope you liked it, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Have a great day and a fantastic one.